let's say your mission is evolving or your message is evolving or your brand is evolving. How are you going to message this? And, the first thing you want to do is retention, retention, retention. All of us work really hard to get new donors and retain them. So you want to keep your eye on how those people are staying on, but it's not just your overall retention. Definitely, you want to make sure that the new people you're bringing on are engaging with this new direction, new brand, new voice, whatever it is, but also keep your eye on your multi-year donors and your mid-level donors. Like those are your barometers of like how this change is working. And, obviously, that's why we invented segmentation. The
Yeah.
change may be slower for certain audiences than new people who didn't know you before. The next thing is
Yes.
um, test and test again. We all are aware of the fact that like open rates are no longer a thing that we can measure, but start to really rely more on click through rates. That's your real true sense of engagement. Test everything, test images, test creative, test, voice. Let that testing tell you, give you learnings that you can adapt to, and then test into that more and more. Use those learnings to guide your segmentation strategy. Obviously, the best way you can measure your overall performance in this kind of shift, if you have one, is the revenue that's coming in. You need to monitor performance month over month, year over year. Measure your program against industry standards. If you guys are not using M&R benchmarks, use M&R benchmarks. They're not an exact science, but they are the most comprehensive benchmark for all of us, and it's broken down by sector. So some sectors may be seeing tremendous growth and others may be seeing declines. So if you're in that sector, don't necessarily beat yourself up. If you're going in that direction, follow the trends and then set reasonable expectations. Like adjust your goals. If your campaign is brand new and it's replacing a legacy campaign, it's not going to perform the same way.
Yeah.
Give it a couple of years to get some traction. And so the last slide talks about the things that can't be measured, breaking down your internal silos, working as a team across departments helps navigate change better. It just works. And I know this sounds kind of redundant at this point because we've all talked about breaking down silos, but it really, really does work. Create consensus on how to build audience trust. I mean, there has to be buy-in from all, or this is your opportunity to lead if you're leading this direction of change.
Yeah.
Um, and then build your network of thought leaders. If you are active in social, you know, get your C-suite community to be talking about this. Get influencers to be talking about it. If they are preaching for you, it helps bolster your change in your new direction.